Ladies and gentlemen, there will be a slight delay for the start of the match. Just be a bit patient. We just have to do the line on the court.
And they just announced that there will be a slight delay here at the start of the match as they go over the baseline. This event would not be possible without our sponsors, Coca-Cola, the Best Western, Ministry of Youth Affairs, Creative Economy and Sports. And this broadcast is brought to you by Evergreen Pictures Limited. Young and fresh, baby. Alright. Sit tight here and wait for this absolute blockbuster of a contest to begin. We're excited to see some really competitive tennis. And it's a big day. It's a big day to be an African in tennis. A Kenyan in tennis at that. As this event is hosted right in our backyards.
welcome to the center court these two teams
who along with South Africa will be playing to see who gets promoted to Group 2 African Zone. So let's welcome to the center court Team Nigeria. This is going to be an interesting tie. And next, we welcome to the center court the host, Team Kenya. Playing for Team Nigeria will be Barakat Oyimlo, and for Team Kenya will be Alicia Owegi. Let's enjoy this. This is going to be an interesting event today. I don't know what you think. What's your opinion?
This is a great match, I think. Both players are in college at the moment.
Three minutes.
Let me see. Yeah, so as we were saying, within
2 minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Billie Jean King Cup by Jane Bridge. Africa Group 3. The
okay.
match will be played by best of 3 tiebreak sets.
We just yeah.
The match between
get the sound going.
to the right of the
and,
chair, Nigeria,
not
represented
sure if you
by
can all hear
Barakat
us out there.
Quadri. To the right of the chair, from Kenya, represented by Alicia Owigi. Kenya wins the toss and elected to serve. One minute.
Well, it's good to see a couple of people out here. The Isikuti is out and ready to support Team Kenya.
Yeah, they're out here to play.
They're out here to support
30 seconds.
Alicia Owegi.
They're honorary team members at this point.
Yes, exactly. It's going to be an interesting day. We were talking about which teams there are in Group 2 that Kenya or Nigeria or South Africa.
End of warm-up.
But hopefully Kenya is going to meet when they get promoted. And the countries that we've got are Lithuania, Egypt,
Israel, Georgia, North Macedonia,
Bosnia and Herzegovina,
and
Kosovo and Estonia.
Yep.
Yep. Morocco made it to that team last year when they beat Tunisia in the finals of last year's Billie Jean King Cup by Gainbridge, African Zone Group 3 here in Nairobi. Kenya came third last year, and it was a great show by Team Kenya. They're looking forward to coming out at the top
First set.
this year.
Kenya to serve. Ready? Play. Fifteen love. Fifteen all. Second serve. Out. 15-30.
So it looks like it's going to be an
15-40.
interesting tie.
It really
What
is.
do you think?
I sure think it is going to be very interesting. It's going to be a great day of tennis for sure.
Yep.
That's ahead of us. We have two players here who are still in college at the moment.
Yes, they are.
And Alicia, I believe, goes to Alabama A&M.
Yes, she does.
Out.
And Barakat is in FIU out in Florida. Florida International University. So a bit of a range there in levels, but out here, as you can tell on the first game, it is competitive. It's shaping up to be a competitive match, as to be expected from the last three in the pool.
Yeah.
A bit of a dispute here with the line call.
At the start of the match, huh?
Yeah, it was called in.
Game
at the
Nigeria
end.
first game.
And Nigeria takes the first game 1-0. Breaking serve.
So a little bit about the players here. Alicia, 20-year-old. Barakat, 21. As you said, they're both in college. And it's been great for their development. And the discrepancy, a big discrepancy in the rating
Nigeria
number
to
of both players, with Alicia having a rating of 24 and Barakat having a rating of 12. Yeah, so if we're looking at it again, like we've been doing on paper, Barakat's a way better player. And so Team Kenya at the moment will be looking probably to keep Barakat on this
15
court a little bit longer. What do you think?
I think so. I think tactically it's a smart thing to do.
Yeah.
I think she wants to grind this out as much as possible, make
Yeah.
Barakat feel like she's worked for it, break a sweat a little bit.
Exactly. At least because we are, who do you think both captains will bring out? It's going to be interesting for the doubles.
Interesting.
It's going to be very interesting
it's
because
gonna be fun.
Out.
Team Kenya, I think, was expecting
30 love.
Cheruto out here today,
Yes.
this morning. And I think it's a great mix from the captain to be able to go deeper into his team and use the whole team. This is very positive to see.
Correct. And that's, that's a point you made yesterday about having all 4 or 5
Yeah,
players in the team.
Yes.
It allows you this sort of cushion
exactly.
to be able to mix it up
Yeah,
in these kinds of moments.
but you do require to have the depth
Yes.
in the
30-50.
team. You
Yes.
gotta have the depth in the team and
Correct.
to be comfortable to say we can use this player here, and I mean that's the whole idea.
Yes.
And then also in safeguarding the athletes, because otherwise sometimes we put a lot of pressure on your number 1 and number 2 to a certain extent.
Yep.
And the players are getting burnt out, and you still got the big day to come.
Mm-hmm.
And for Team
40-50.
Kenya, Team Nigeria, and Team South Africa, these 3 days are big days. Big days.
Big days.
Big
Big
days.
days ahead.
Yep. And like we said yesterday, the three teams were all hoping to have today for recovery, to be able to come out full out on
Yes.
yes. Either way, one of these two teams gets to rest tomorrow.
Out. Game Nigeria. Nigeria leads by 2-0.
Safeguarding is an area that I think if the rules can be set in such a way that athletes there should be that rule of you must have X amount of players, and that definitely is a way to safeguard the players, because otherwise you come out here with two players from a country.
It's hectic.
Exactly.
It's hectic. It's a lot of pressure on the players.
Yeah.
And you know, you might not see those players give their absolute best all week.
Yeah.
Just because of the amount of strenuous effort that they have to put in.
Yeah.
So yeah, I love that word. Actually, that's a great word, safeguard.
Yeah.
Safeguarding your players. I think it's a thing.
And sometimes in the offices,
Love 15.
it's hard to see that when you're in the office making decisions.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's why we said one of the good things ITF has done is by supporting countries, enabling the travel, it makes teams able to travel, you know, as a full team.
Yes.
And not saying we can only afford 2 tickets and technically we only need 2 players. We need a player playing first singles, second singles, and both players playing doubles, because previously, some years back, a lot of teams just did this, you know, traveled with 2 players, playing first singles, second singles, and doubles.
15 all.
That's a lot.
It's a lot.
That is a
It's
lot.
a lot. It's a lot, but countries used to look at, do we have the money? You know, and sometimes it's first singles, you're 2 players, no captain. Playing captain.
Jeez.
Yeah, so there have been ways where countries have cut budgets or managed to then send their team to represent
15-30.
the country. And you would wish that such support is granted to ensure that a full team travels, so that the athletes are at least, it's manageable for them. Imagine
Yes.
being the playing captain for 5-6 days, playing 2 matches every single day, the stress every single day. It's a lot.
Out.
You know,
Yep.
managing the 2 of you,
30 all.
you know.
We're seeing that. I believe there's. I think Lisady is
Yeah.
the team captain.
And right now she's a playing team captain.
Yes.
Yeah. They've got a team manager though, so
Okay.
it
So it makes a bit of a
does help.
difference.
Yes,
Yeah.
it does help. And nothing wrong with being a playing captain. You know, it's just you would need to have a deeper team. Say 4 of you or all 5.
Right.
Yeah, of who one is a playing captain.
Right.
You know, I think it's good to have a playing captain, but you have to have a full team.
Correct.
Yeah.
Well said.
$30-40.
Kenya seems to be having a little bit of a shaky start here. Barakat.
It's a bit one-sided at the moment, but
At
this
the
game has
moment.
been competitive.
Yeah.
Just managed to get inside the game here. It'll be good to get it back to deuce.
Game Nigeria. Nigeria leads by 3-0.
It's riddled with a little bit of the unforced errors here.
Yeah.
Just needs to buckle down and find a way to just make these rallies a little bit longer. You know, 6, 7, 10 shot rallies will really be in the advantage of Team Kenya in
Yeah, true.
the long run. We have Coach Francis Rogoy out there, encouraging his player, giving her some tactics, some strategic tips,
Yeah,
as he always does. He's done a great job with these girls.
he's
you have
done a
to
really
say.
good job.
He really has. I remember when he was grinding back in the day
Time.
on the circuit himself. Now he's imparting his knowledge
Yeah, he
to all,
is.
to all the young
Yes,
upcoming
yes, he
players.
is.
He's been great for the sport here. He's been a really influential part of Tennis Kenya.
Fifteen love.
I'd like to see her just do some chip returns. Captain Rotimi of Team Nigeria as well has done an excellent job with his team. It's a very deep team with quality players.
Got options.
30 love.
Yep.
Wait, please. Out. 40 love.
Okinlo. That's Captain Rotimi Okinloye. I didn't mention his second name there, but just to add here, he's done a really good job with his team as well, getting them to this stage of the promotion part of the Billie Jean King Cup.
And it's very interesting that you say that about the Nigerian team. It's so good to see both teams have their I don't know whether to call it the leisure of or the fact that they can pick deep into their teams, you know, and be able to play around with
40,
the positioning
50.
of the teams, because I think coming into this event, you would expect Barakat to be playing at position 1.
Correct.
Yeah, and ranking-wise, you know, level-wise, Barakat was previously a top 100 junior player. A pretty good...
88 was,
yes,
yep.
exactly. And also, when we're talking about players who've benefited from the Grand Slam Development Fund, Barakat's one of them. She
Net
was at
first
the
service.
International Tennis Federation Center and also benefited quite a lot by being in the
Keep.
Grand Slam Development teams. And she did pretty well as a junior. And it was great for her to decide to go to college. She's thrived. She's
That's a great
improved.
school.
Yes.
It's a really great school. I looked at going to FIU for a minute there.
Yeah.
It's in a great area, Boca Raton,
Yes.
Florida, which is super nice.
Yeah.
So I bet she's enjoying. The weather is beautiful, and the team is nice and competitive.
Yeah,
so
she's loving
Game
it.
Nigeria.
She's loving it. I think there are a couple
Nigeria
of
leads by
players
4
there
games to love.
also from other African countries. Excuse me. Nigeria takes that game for a 4-love lead. Alicia's not really getting her footing into this match here, but having a great attitude and just competing.
And that's what it's about.
That's what it's
That's
about.
what it's all about.
Yep. That's all it's about. Is being able to come out with a great attitude and compete represent
15
her
love.
country.
There we go.
And she
Steps
has
up.
a big serve there. Huh?
That should boost her confidence some.
Exactly, exactly. It's all in the attitude.
I agree.
Yeah.
It's all about attitude.
Yeah, it is.
Fifteen all.
She's
Yeah.
got a strong game, Barakat. I like
Yeah, she
I like
does.
how she plays. She's steady, she's patient,
Yeah,
and she
is.
knows when to step in and take the ball early. She's solid. I'd like to see Alicia just mix it up a little bit, not give her too many balls right where she likes them.
Yeah.
15-30.
It's good play from Barakat. We've got in the audience one of the junior players from Team Kenya,
Fall.
hoping to come and tell us a little bit about. He's had they've practiced together with Alicia, with Sada at some point, and just their opinion on the
15,
development
40.
pathway.
Game Nigeria. Nigeria leads by 5 games to love.
We see Team Nigeria go up 5-0 there, and we have a special guest with us today by the name of Aryan.
Yes, Iris.
Welcome, Aryan.
Thank you, thank you. Yeah. So today the match is panning out a bit differently than I thought. Like I think it could turn into a really competitive match, but at the moment Alicia's slightly nervous by the look of it, and I feel that she could get the balls deeper, you know, to make it more competitive, because right now her opponent is really hitting the ball.
Yeah, she's
And
dictating.
it's
Time.
going into her strike zone
Yes.
a lot. So if she's able to push her, if Alicia's able to push her back, like past the baseline, then I think this match could turn around.
Nice. So you had the opportunity to practice, and you're a part of Team Kenya, one of the upcoming players, promising young players that we have.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit more about, you know, your schedule, your time with the players.
Well, yes, I've got the privilege to practice with all these great players like Alicia. Sada was great to practice with. She was really good, and yeah, my schedules, it requires a lot of discipline. But I love it. I
Out.
wake up early. in the
15 love.
morning. Practice starts at like 6:30, and then after that is I go home and do tuition, like classes for school. I come back in the afternoon and do my next tuition session at night or in the evening. Yeah.
So I'm assuming you're homeschooled?
Yeah, I'm homeschooled.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah. So putting in about 4 hours to 5 a day.
Of
Yeah,
tennis.
Yeah.
We like it.
Yeah.
Good
just
for
on the
you.
grind, yeah.
Good for you. You must really love it.
30 love.
That's awesome.
Thanks.
So what's something that you would like to see Alicia do more of as she goes into the second set, as she builds momentum to go into the second set?
I mean, well, I guess her body language, I feel like one really good point, like one big point that she can win, can help her change the momentum of this match,
Yeah.
you know, like unsettle her opponent a bit, and she just has to keep going on with her opponent and find a gap and exploit it. Yeah, along with the depth.
Out
Obviously.
40 love.
Yeah. Just needs to get it a little bit more competitive, make her hit some balls.
Yeah, exactly. I think go for bigger targets as well.
Yeah. How old are you, Arian?
I'm 17 now.
Nice. Good, good, good.
Out game and first set.
And that's the first set there. We
Nigeria
see-
by 6 games to love.
Yeah, so mainly just the depth.
Yeah.
That's what was lacking there.
And I think on the serve, I wouldn't mind to see a chip return every now and then just to get the ball back.
Yeah.
You know, she does have a big wind up on the forehand, and she's getting it a little bit late, and missing the mark there.
Yeah,
But
definitely.
I think she needs to try and get the ball back in the court, make Barakat hit more balls, work for it a little bit more.
Exactly, just make more returns, make
Yeah.
more first serves, especially when she's trying to hold.
So tell me a little bit about your game. How do you what do you like out there?
Well, for me, well, I really like my forehand a lot. So when the ball comes to my forehand, I can do a lot with it, and I can use it to attack really well. Also, my backhand has really become solid nowadays. And yeah, just I can really be consistent with my forehand and yeah, play heavy, push the opponents back and look to attack.
Nice. What are some things that you would like to develop in your game that you think will take you to the next level?
I feel like my returns of serves are decent, but when it's a really good opponent with big serves, I struggle a bit. Like I can return them, but it's like loose balls. So I feel like if I get that sorted, it can take me to the next level, as well as my net game.
Good. Yes. Yeah, the net game is underrated, but we're seeing more of the top guys now having to really incorporate that into their games. So in this match so far, we've seen some really good things from both players. What do you think?
Yeah, I think especially in Nigeria, she's serving well,
Yes.
looking to attack. But Alicia has also got a few big ones. Yeah, like right there, she's looking to go for some depth.
Right.
But just mistimed it slightly.
She's getting a little bit late on that serve, but that serve is coming in with a lot of heat, a lot of and as you can see, Alicia's grip is extreme. It's very extreme, and with the return, it's very unforgiving because she ends up getting it a little bit late and doesn't have as good of control as she could with that. So she could explore, like we talked about, a little chip return, just slicing it back in and just building the point from there, trying to find a way to build the point and not giving too many free points, making your opponent work for it and feel the pressure of this big moment, because this is a big moment in the tournament. It's the promotional stage, and yeah, you gotta,
Once again, I think, yeah, just she could return higher over the net, so it makes it easier to get there instead of playing flats. And yeah, I think if she does that, she can get a chance to fight back.
Yes, I agree.
Also the intensity.
I believe so. And she's got to come in here in this second set with some belief that she could turn things around, that it's not over, and show her opponent that she's here to stay, she's here to grind.
Exactly, just one big point can
Yeah.
the momentum.
And it's tennis, you know, that's tennis. One moment can change anything
It's all
and everything.
mental.
Yes. She has been serving well, I will say. A few
Second
double
set.
faults, but she has been
Kenya to
she's
serve.
been serving well.
Love 15.
Again, we're joined here by our special guest this morning, a Team Kenya player, promising player, Arian, who's helping us call this match and giving us his
Out.
expertise on what
Love
he sees.
30.
He spent a lot of time with some of the players and really has a nice tennis IQ on him. And so
Appreciate that.
it's nice to hear his take on things.
Love 40. Out. Fifteen 40.
That is great.
30 40.
Alicia manages to capitalize off of 2 errors here from Barakat. I need to come up here with a nice solid second serve. There we go.
Out.
Really solid serve.
It's a good
I
solid
think
second
so.
serve.
Middle of the box.
Deuce.
Now we're at deuce. This is the first time Barakat's felt some pressure in this match. And it's good because it's the first game of the second set and it sets the tone for the second set for Team Kenya.
Advantage
I don't hate
Nigeria.
it. It's just she should have seen it earlier and moved around it a little bit earlier, kind of preparing for that, you know,
Yeah.
looking for that forehand
Exactly.
and not letting it get too high up on her shoulder.
Yeah. I
But
feel she could increase her intensity to get around those balls better.
yes,
And take them earlier or. But serves looking solid.
it's not looking bad.
Game Nigeria.
Yeah.
First game.
She's a little bit tense still on that forehand. She needs to just, you know,
Loosen up.
go for it, loosen up. You know, if you're gonna miss, miss,
Yeah.
but miss with intention. You know,
Yeah, believe in what you're doing.
yeah. But I think still early, still warming up. But I like her spirit still. Her attitude has been beautiful,
Yeah.
and she's out there to compete. She's out there for the moment. She's really taken in the moment, which is nice to see. Yeah. You can see both captains encouraging their player, Francis Rogoi here. Find a way to apply some pressure.
Love 15.
Barkat opens up with one of her few
Double faults.
double faults of the match. If you're just joining us, this is day 4 of the Billie Jean King Cup promotional stage, Africa Group 3, here at Nairobi Club, Nairobi, Kenya.
Alicia gets a look at the second serve.
Yes.
Fifteen all.
That's nicely done. That's nicely handled, well executed.
Then again, like the return drops short. I feel if she can just get that return a bit deeper, start the point of
I
neutral
agree.
position.
I agree, but I have to say, I would just like for her to get that return back in the court.
Thirty,
But her
15.
opponent is serving really well. So
She is
it's
serving
tougher
well.
than it looks.
Yes. She's got to find a way. Especially early in the second set. Don't let the set get away from her.
30 all.
If she can just make a solid return right here.
Forty, 30.
Opponent's really dictating the court and with her forehand. Her forehand's been rock solid.
Yeah, she's running around nearly every shot
Yeah.
to hit that forehand.
She loves that forehand.
I feel like Alicia could open up her forehand by playing heavy to the backhand and then back to the forehand. To
Yes.
Game Nigeria.
Great body serve.
Yes, yeah, it's a good serve.
Nigeria leads by 2 games to love.
Here we are at 2-0 Team Nigeria in the second set. We've seen some really good tennis this morning from the two young ladies. What do you think, Aaron?
Yeah, but I think yes, good tennis, but I think the score reflects how good Alicia's opponent has been playing, how well tactically today.
Yes. And holding her nerve mentally.
Yeah,
And she keeps going for it.
tough personality.
Yes.
Love 15. Out. 15 all.
To start the point.
Bit of a rare miss there by Barkat, but she went for it regardless. Stayed true to herself, stayed aggressive.
Out.
It's a big serve by
30-50.
Inicia. Getting deep in this game.
Seems to have loosened up a bit more,
Yes,
which is good signs for Team Kenya.
correct.
Wait, please. Thirty all.
Oof. Just gonna want to minimize
Yeah,
those cheap points, those
Can-
gifts.
can be doing that against the quality of her opponent.
Correct.
Forty, 30.
Backs it up though. She backs it up with a big serve to follow. There, down the middle, into the body.
Her body serve seems to be working really
Yes.
well. I think she should just stick to that. Great serve.
Nice serve again.
Game Kenya.
She gets on the board here, Team Kenya. It's like what we
Ball
like
change,
to see.
please.
Really
Nigeria leads by 2 games to 1.
showing that we're still in it. Team Kenya is still in it.
Yeah, and the Isukuti is going wild here.
Really powerful form.
Yeah.
Well played. Great attitude of this lady right now.
We got the Isukuti and Team Kenya.
Really hyped up by this.
Oh yes. If you're not at the Nairobi Club, this is where you want to be.
It's definitely really great scenes over here.
Time.
So really give Alicia a big boost going into the next game.
Yep.
New balls.
It's very interesting to see. As soon as Kenya got on the board, we've got the Kenyan fans right out there.
Love 50.
And getting on the board was what Kenya needed.
I guess so.
Yeah, we got some life in the stadium. It's always so amazing when your whole country is behind you. You got that extra support, extra boost. It's like they're firing you on. Let's go for this 1 point.
Yes.
You know, you got a reason to keep fighting.
Out.
That's a smart
15
serve
all.
there by Baracus.
Loving Alicia's attitude out there.
Yep, she's really
Yeah,
taking in the
got a
moment.
stride, huh? She's got a stride with her. This is great. Great body language.
Out. 30-50.
Again, with that body serve from the Nigerian. Just a little bit of a
40-50.
late preparation there.
Yeah, all starts from the legs.
Yes.
Intensity. Just got to keep that up right now. But great return though.
I agree.
Oh, well played right there.
40-30.
Finding her rhythm.
Game Nigeria. Nigeria leads by 3 games to 1.
All right, and Barricade gets through that game. A few hiccups we've seen, but
Pretty
Yeah.
dominant serve.
yes.
Really key to starting off the point aggressively, taking control. And I guess if the opponent isn't able to neutralize the serve like that, then it's
Yeah.
tough to dictate anything.
It puts more pressure on their serve.
Yeah.
Love 15.
It's a nice
Great
serve there.
15 all.
Those body serves are really working for her.
Yep. To the back end of Barricade, because we know she
Yeah.
likes her forehand. She really favors that side of her game.
Yep. Close call.
Second serve. (15-30).
There again, that forehand being weaponized. Really hitting the ball clean.
Just misses that
15-14.
volley.
But
But
great play, great
yes,
play.
this was a very positive sign there from Alicia, coming in, being aggressive,
Yep.
taking that forehand early, redirecting it, making Barricade move, and having to come up with one extra shot.
Yep.
Out. Game Nigeria.
Alicia was trying to loop it to her
Nigeria
backhand,
leads by 4 games to 1.
but it was just overpowered by Barricad's pace.
Yes. Just backing her up, making her be on defense almost immediately in the point.
Yep. Tennis coach still providing necessary encouragement to Alicia to turn this match around.
Uh-oh, what happened to the umbrella?
Time.
Both coaches with their players, giving them encouragement, giving them tips, giving them coaching. It's a great day to be out here, broadcast is brought to you by Evergreen Pictures Limited.
Crowd is loving it.
This event is sponsored by Cambridge, as well as Nairobi Sports House and the Best Western. Team Nigeria to serve here at 4-1.
Great fighting spirit from Alicia. Just attacking, keeping pressure on
Yeah.
Love
Vargas'
15.
backhand and looking to open up the court like she did there. Great return.
It's a
Again,
nice return there.
Love 30.
that's what a bit more depth can do.
Yes. The crowd is cheering Alicia on, giving her some belief.
Net second serve.
And that toss got away from her a little bit. She had to chase it. Still's got a second serve here. Let's see what Alicia does with it.
Ooh, tough one. Again, great return, but
Yep,
Vargas'
15,
forehand is
30.
opening up these little angles, which are so tough to deal with.
It's a smart play there by Barakat. Went behind her opponent. Now that is key when you're playing on clay court. That's a great point.
Great point. Taking the ball on the rise, really hitting it really clean.
15, 40.
Good signs for Team Kenya. Pressure's on Barakat now.
Yeah, she's starting to loosen up here, Alicia. We're
Yeah.
seeing
Break point.
Net first service.
oof.
Out.
Misses out on that.
30, 40.
Gets a look at the second serve.
Out.
Ooh,
What a point. That was such a roller coaster of a point.
a lot happened there.
I think that
Deuce.
ball was going to China. That ball seemed to be sailing that Alicia volleyed.
Just a lack of composure right there.
Yeah.
Did really well to set up the point. But those little moments where she needed to close out the point. That's
Yeah.
what's been happening the whole match.
Yep.
Out.
Big response. Big
Advantage,
serve there by
Nigeria.
the Nigerian. Coming up big.
Game Nigeria.
This is that again.
She got into that game.
Nigeria leads by
Saw some
5
good-
games to
Saw
1.
some good things there by Alicia Owegi.
Yeah, but then unable to close the game when it was really key.
Yeah, we've seen that a few times by her where she just fails to move her feet a little bit, you know, gets caught a little bit jammed sometimes.
15 love.
Comes up with a big serve there, letting her opponent know that she's not going away.
Yeah, she's still there.
Those
Anything
good
can happen.
signs, absolutely.
Out. 30 love.
He's up 30 love here.
$30-15.
It's those moments that we've seen during the match. Alicia's managed to get ahead in the game, but then these unforced errors coming back to bite her.
Yeah, kind of beating herself.
All.
It's a large and in charge forehand there, stamping that with some authority.
But also credit to Barakat not allowing Alicia to settle into this match.
Yeah.
It's really been offensive, not giving her any chances.
Yep.
Out.
That's a good point.
30-40.
That's a good point.
I mean, look, Alicia's hustling for every point,
Yes.
just not making it today.
Out.
This is the first opportunity to close this match out. Gets it back to deuce.
Alicia needs to hold on here.
Wait, please. Fault.
There again. Just
Advantage, Nigeria.
too many double faults, too many unforced errors this whole match.
Game, set and match. Nigeria by 2 sets to love. 6 love, 6-1.
And there we have it. Team Nigeria takes it. 6-0, 6-1.
Massive
So
win for them.
Yep. We got some good tennis early this morning from the two ladies. And And we got some more tennis coming up for you. We have Adesua Osabuhin versus Angela Okutoi coming up next after 20 minutes. So don't forget to join us. Thank you very much.
Congratulations, Barakat. Yes, what do you have to say about this?
I'm really happy. Like I said yesterday, it's not done yet. It's never done for us. Our goal here is to win. So until we've done that, we're not stopping.
Last year, Nigeria beat Kenya. And this year, Nigeria is playing Kenya for the promotional chance. What was today's match? What did it mean to you to walk in here and therefore try and win the first match today? What does it mean to you?
I knew it was going to be difficult, like no matter what the score says. I mean, we're playing Kenya, they're at home. They're a pretty motivated team. Everyone's pretty excited, as you can see from the music behind. It's never easy to play them, so I was, really excited to play, and I'm really glad I was able to pull it off.
All right, and what message do you have for your teammate who's coming up next to play against Angela Okutoi?
I'm gonna say go out there and fight for it. I know that she can do it.
And do you have a message for the other Nigerians in Nairobi, Kenya today?
Of course. I mean, I wish everyone was like here watching, but it's okay. You can come tomorrow for the next match, and I hope you guys are cheering us on from wherever you are. We're really happy to be here, and we can't wait to see what happens.
All right, well done again, once again, and all the best for the rest of the matches in this side.